Hey guys, Ellie here. Today I am with Carl. It is a very beautiful Thursday afternoon, and so Carl is sitting here having me spray him with the water hose to kind of cool off on this very hot day. It's very funny. He does a lot of funny things with the water. You can see him like biting at it like a dog would. It's just kind of entertaining to watch in general. You know, with Carl, truthfully, I could sit here all day and just watch his mannerisms. The way that he walks around, the way that he eats the grass, the way he even eats the rocks, which they do, by the way. Ostriches, that's a tongue twister. Try to say ostriches 3 times in a row. Ostriches, ostriches, ostriches. Can't even do it. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's one of the best tongue twisters I've ever heard, and it's only one word. Ostriches. You guys right now, I want y'all to try to say it 3 times in a row very fast. I bet you can't do it. Oh man. Anyways, guys, yeah, ostriches, they do eat rocks to aid their digestion, so they're a very interesting species nonetheless. But you know, in today's video, guys, there's been something kind of weighing on my heart lately that I wanted to share with y'all. I felt tugged to share this, so I'll go ahead and get right into it. There's a lot of people that I know. Some of them I've seen on Facebook. Others I've seen, they're just loved ones that live near me. And others are people that I've talked to. I've seen even a few cases of this in the comment sections on my videos. But I feel like there's a common theme lately that people are going through. A common theme of people's troubles lately. And it's like an abnormal amount recently. And I feel that many of you can benefit from what I'm about to say, because I know that there's been times in my life where I've greatly benefited from hearing this and knowing this. So I'll go ahead and get right into it. You know, it goes back to people's... This is hurting my hand. I need to take a break for a second. It goes back to relatives one way or another. So many people's troubles that I've been seeing lately. Some people... are not getting along well with their parents. Some people are not getting along well with their children. Some people are forced to live with a relative that is not treating them good. Some people have a relative who is distancing themselves from them, a relative that is not going down a good path in life, and they want to help them, but they refuse to accept help. There's so many different shapes and forms that this can take, but again, I'm seeing like an abnormal amount of people that are having trouble and heartache with one of their relatives lately. And so that's why I feel so strongly on my heart to talk about this. I think it goes back to family. I mean, family is the root of so much. Family is so important. Having unity, having a stable family, all those things you guys know. But a good question to ask is, what is family? Truly, I ask you guys right now, what is family? Some people might say it's those that I share my DNA with, like my genetic predecessors, my biological siblings. Other people might say it's those who I grew up with, the ones who, you know, raised me. It's the ones who I spent the most time with, childhood friends, neighbors, things like that. There's a plethora, there's a whole large variety of different definitions that I've heard for what is family. But the one that I've heard that has the most truth behind it, and the one that I've been trying my best to embrace, is this. Family is love. Family is those that are welcoming of you. That's something that I've gained a lot of peace and a lot of clarity on lately, the more that I've really thought about it and really seen it that way. There's a very powerful quote, that somebody shared with me one time. I've talked about it many times on my videos, and the quote is something like this: blood may make you related, but love is what makes you family. And such a simple quote is yet so powerful at the same time. There really is so much truth to be said in that very short, simple quote. And if you don't want to take my word for this, take it from King Jesus himself. There was one time that he was preaching to a group of people, And they said to him, Jesus, your mother and your brother are looking for you. And he said, who is my mother and my brother? He then pointed to his disciples and said, they that do the will of God are my mother and my brothers. And if that right there doesn't epitomize, it's what's in your heart and what it's in how you treat people that makes up family. If that doesn't say that right there, then I don't know what does. It's Matthew 12, 46 through 50, if any of you want to read that. But once I read that, and it stuck with me, it's just very, very powerful. Because many people, I guess, feel obligated. They feel forced to take something that they don't need to take. They feel forced to continue being abused or mistreated by somebody just because they share the same DNA as them. And I don't think that's the case at all. I really don't. And I think deep down you guys don't think it is either. I'm not saying that if you get into a disagreement with a family member, with a relative, that you should disown them. I'm not saying you should hold angry thoughts and malice and hate them. I'm not saying that at all, because it is very important to be gentle, kind, loving, and patient to all creation. And it's also important to honor your mother and your father. But I guess what I am saying is that if you wouldn't take abuse or mistreatment from a stranger, if you wouldn't allow somebody that you don't know to do something to you or to treat you a certain way, why would you allow somebody else to do it just because y'all have slightly similar DNA? You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say. It's just something that I've thought about recently, and I feel that a lot of people, again, can benefit from hearing that, because there's been times when I could greatly benefit from that. I think the best thing that we can do, regardless of how much or how little DNA we share with somebody, I don't know the whole science behind it. Let me put it this way. I think that no matter if somebody is a relative of ours or not, I think we can treat them all the same way. I think we can be equally loving, caring, kind, and patient with them. But I think that we also can be equally as intolerable of being treated poorly and being treated unfairly. I think that we can stand up for ourselves in love to anybody, no matter if they're a genetic predecessor or genetically similar to us or not. That's it, guys. I just wanted to share that. Now watch Carl as he drips down. Watch his water just drips off of Carl right now. It sounds so loud. It's so funny. Oh man, that's funny. Oh, Carl. He's just staring off into space, that silly bird. Look at him. Contemplating all of his life choices. That's what he looks like he's doing right now. Oh man. But yeah, guys, you know, on a more serious note, I really do hope y'all enjoyed that video. I hope that it was an encouragement that can really help some of you. I know God put it on my heart for a reason to talk about that. I've seen a lot of cases. It's hard sometimes to, you know, deal with somebody that's a bit closer than the average person. I understand that. I've had many cases in my life where I didn't exactly see eye to eye with a relative of mine, somebody that I live close with. It's happened many times, and that's okay. That's normal. That's a part of life. But I feel that we can be the exact same way with them as we could with anybody else, because it's not every single one of us on this planet part of the same species. At the end of the day, are we not made by the same God? You know what I mean? So do with that what you will, but I'm happy to share that. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And I'm easy to reach. I have Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, many different social media. So if y'all want to talk with me personally, I'd be happy to. There's many different ways. But yeah, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you want to see. Hope you have a great day. And as I always say, your boy Ellie out.